back, baby. We are back, chat. Oh, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we need to do this quickly. Woo! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Oh! Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as the 358 Modifieds, the Great White North Series about to get back underway here. These drivers head out onto the racetrack. You see that 22 ride out onto the track, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby! Oh! Oh! Let's go! Woo! Yo, 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 what is good, Sam? What is good, Jordan? What is good, homies? Oh! Let's go! Woo! Let's go! Euros, dollar bills, getting this on alley. Let's get this money. One yen, then I'm on it. Let's get this money. Let's go! Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in for another night of wicked racing action as it is the Great White North 358 Modified Series back in action here tonight in this one. As these 358 Modifieds look to get ready to go to green flag racing for heat race number 1 as qualifying just about over here. These drivers just getting finished their qualifying efforts. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack here for heat race number 1 in a few more moments. You guys are just tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as we get ready to rock and roll here for, I do believe this is race number 5 or 6 of the series.
Let's
Yo,
go.
Susie Dickinson. Hello, my boy Aaron. Hello, Susie. Hello, Mama Bear coming in, showing that love. What is good, Mama Bear coming in? Already smashing that like button, showing that love. Yo, Cecil Kirkpatrick, Bryce Dickinson coming in with the reactions. Josh Blakely, my boy Joshua, coming in, smashing that like as well. Skylar Pruitt with that heart reaction. Susie Dickinson, Jeff Dickinson, Michael Dickinson coming in with the reactions as well. Michael coming in with that share. B2R coming in with that like. William Hargraves with the like. Jeremy Vaughn coming in with that like. Austin Wormuth, Ty Dickinson coming in with that heart reaction. Let's go, chat. Sam Bachman coming in with that like. Austin Wormuth coming in with that like. Shane Yates with that like in the share. Let's go, Shaner. Let's go, my boy. Yo, Tristan Great. My boy Tristan coming in, smashing that like as well. Tony Whipperman, Whippersnapper. What is good, Tony? What is good, Whippersnapper? Clifford Bellamy coming in with that share as well. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one heck of a show, baby. This is going to be one heck of a show right here. Yo, Matt Etticott coming in with that like as well. Woo! Yikes, guess I'm coming from the back. Oh no, Brycey Bear with not the best qualifying effort. Oh gosh, we still have a few drivers out on the racetrack laying down some quick lap times. We see the 57 ride of Christian Devine out there, Seth Castle out there as well. See Mike Haley out there as well in that 08 ride. Someone needs to give Mike a paint scheme, okay? Someone needs to get this guy a paint scheme, trading paint or something. Someone needs to get him something so he can get this car a little bit fresher and sharper out there on the racetrack. Feel bad for him. He's the only one without really a cool paint scheme out there. Oh, Brycey Bear. What in the world happened, my boy? Brycey Bear qualifying in 23rd position right now. Ooh, that is rough. That is rough. Still haven't seen Jordan LaFond get his lap in yet either, unless if he tagged the wall a couple times. You see Christian Devine still out there, currently 11th, but right now it's Steve Hackney, Colby Ely, and Ty Dickinson, 1, 2, and 3 out there on the time chart. Charles Barnes and Joshua Ely there in 5th, so the Elys looking very good in this one. The E-League's looking very good. Currently 2nd and 5th on the speed charts right now for qualifying. Looking very, very stout early on in this one. Bryce is slow. Bryce is slow. I know, right? And Tristan is a nobody. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Come on now. Good Skyler. What's good, my boy Skyler coming in, showing that love, repping that subscribers badge. Bryce Dickinson has his subscribers badge as well. If you guys want to help out the page a little bit more, if you guys want to become part of an exclusive group, become part of the Peacemaker Sub Club, help us get that little bit closer to maybe going full time sometime in the future. Hit that subscribe button, check it out all the extra things you get. And, you know, if you're feeling courteous, make sure you become a subscriber here to Peacemaker Gaming over on Facebook. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there, as well as we continue to working on 200 subscribers over there on YouTube. Absolutely crazy that we're already working on 200 subscribers over there. Talon coming in, let's go NLR, running late. I'm gonna try to make the B main. All right, sick, Talon, sick, my boy. I don't know if it'll let you load in or not for the B main if you miss qualifying. I don't know how that all works, but hopefully we'll see you out here on the racetrack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get ready here for the start of heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. I don't know which driver's just holding on the throttle, but they need to stop that. That's annoying as hell. So annoying. Starting on the pole in this one, in the 69K ride, that is Keith Hackney. Into his outside in the 21C ride, a driver that we just saw win a few moments ago in the Hot Lab Heroes League. That is the 21C ride of Charles Barnes. Starting inside of row at number 2 in the 007 ride, that is Samuel Bachman. Into his outside in the 214, that is Stephen Lindo. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 71H machine, that is William Hargraves. Into his outside in the 11 ride, that is Jordan LaFond. We see Byron Whipperman, Greg Abrams, and Mike Haley rounding out our field. So 9 drivers getting ready to go to battle here for 3 transfer spots into the A main as we are green flag racing here from Limaland Motorsports Park. Quickly, Keith Hackney trying to slide up in front of his teammate in that 21C ride, but Charles Barnes is going to stick right there, glued to his back bumper. Jordan LaVaughn in the 11 ride, quickly trying to slide up a couple spots here as the 11 ride is clear. William Hargraves will get Hargraves, though, is going to battle back strong right through the middle side of the racetrack here. As this track still very, very heavy. Some contact between Steve Lindo and Sam Bachman. Bachman's going to come up the racetrack, collect the 099 ride of Greg Abrams. Abrams, unfortunately, hard contact there. Hard into that outside wall as Samuel Bachman getting bounced around a little bit there. Goes back up the racetrack. Unfortunate break there for the 099 as he gets collected. But out in front is Keith Hackney leading the way here. Charles Barnes there in position number 2 with William Hargraves. There in position number 3. Jordan LaVaughn there in 4th on the outside looking in. It's there, double check. It is the top 3 that transfer through into the A main. So only 3 drivers will work their way into the show here for heat race number 1. And Keith Hackney is looking to get it done. Charles Barnes solidly there in 2nd, and William Hargraves holding on to that 3rd and final transfer spot. Jordan LaVaughn trying to jump up there, trying to work his way into that final transfer spot here in heat race number 1, as we're going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for Keith Hackney in heat race number 1 as Hackney down the backstretch all by himself here, down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Hackney's going to pick up right where he left off, and that's picking up yet again another checkered flag for the Elite Performance Industries NLR number 69K ride. Charles Barnes, his teammate there in 2nd, and William Hargraves in that Dirt Panda number 71H rider are the 3 transfer drivers. That means everybody else back there behind them are going to have to go to that consolation race as we're going to get ready here for our 2nd heat race of the evening as these drivers get loaded into the sim here. We're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. Starting on the pole here in heat race number 2. In that next level racing number 06 ride, that is Colby Ely into his outside. In that Milner something, I can't read the rest of that there. The Elite Performance Industries number 69 or 09 ride of Joshua Ely starting there in position number 2. So 2 Elys, 1 and 2 here to start this one off. Starting in third in the 8 ride, that is Jeremy Vaughn into his outside in the 57. That is Christian Devine. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 20R ride, that is Cody Gagliano, and that Papa Mike Promotions NH Lens number 20R ride into his outside in the 7. That is Seth Castle. Starting in position number 7 in the Hammer Down Motorsports number 4 ride, that is Matthew Edicott, and alongside him in the 124, that is Josh Blakely, as we are green flag racing here once again for the Great White North 358 Modified Series as these drivers get ready to go to battle some contact deeper in the field as Josh Blakely gets a little bit of a door slam in there on Seth Castle. Castle is going to slide back to the rear of the field here. He battles with Matthew Edicott, but out in front is Joshua Ely leading the way, and Mr. Christian Devine flying the vine, sliding up through the middle of the racetrack here. He's going to take over position number 2 from Colby Ely as 2 Elys up inside the top 3 here. That's going to put Jeremy Vaughn on the outside looking in, and then Joshua Blakely into position number 5 as Blakely works his way now around the outside of the 20R ride of Cody Gagliano as Gagliano sliding back to position number 6. Not quite the run that the 20R ride would have had here in heat race number 2 as he looks to try to get back to the rear bumper of that 124 ride. Joshua Ely, though, out in front, continuing to run away with this one as that 09 ride shot out of a can of about a half a second lead now over our second place driver, Christian Devine, as Devine back there in position number 3. These drivers all battle around the track here. Everyone trying to work their way into a transfer spot. Only 3 drivers will be able to work their way into the show here from heat race number 2, and we're going to get one more lap left to go here. Joshua Ely leads Christian Devine and Colby Ely down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's Joshua Ely picking up heat race win number 2. Colby Ely just barely getting by, being able to pick up position number 2 as Christian Devine goes flipping across the start-finish line, still being able to hold on to that third and final transfer spot. But unfortunately, everybody else is going to be going to the B main. How many Bs? Looks like we are probably going to have, I'd say, 1 B main. I'd probably say 1 B main, Susie. I think that'd probably give us about 14 drivers, 17 drivers in the B main, probably somewhere around there. So I'm assuming probably 1 B main, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 about to get underway here. Starting on the pole in this one in that DWR Sweet Tea Gang Papa Mike Promotions number 2 ride. That is Ty Dickinson. It is outside in the Premier Racing Setups number 11. That is Shane Yates. And starting inside of row number 2 in the 6 machine, that is the Dirt Co. number 6 of Cody Olson to his outside. In the 22 ride, that is Matt Brunner. And starting inside of row number 3 in that Mobile Auto Care number 17, that is Jeremy Sutton to his outside. In the 002, that is Clifford Bellamy. Starting inside of row number 4, the final row of drivers here for these heat races. It's the 69 ride of Cecil Kirkpatrick into his outside. In the 84 ride, the Next Level Racing Machine of Bryce Dickinson, bringing up the rear of the field. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here for heat race number 3 on the evening as the green flag out in the air here in this one. Ty Dickinson leads them down into corner number 1 and out of corner number 2. He looks to clear the 11 ride of Shane Yates, but he can't quite get there as he looks to try to close the door on the 11 machine. side by side across the line. Looks like Ty Dickinson is going to lead lap number 1, but Shane Yates right there, trying to stay right there. It's outside. Ty trying to close the door here, and now here comes Cody Olsen. Olsen right there alongside Shane Yates, side by side here for second position as the two ride of Ty Dickinson clears them, and there's a wreck happening here on the backstretch. Map runner up into the outside wall, going airborne there just ever so slightly. Cecil Kirkpatrick and Clifford Bellamy getting the worst end of that one as they're deep in the field here now. As Jeremy Sutton into position number 5. Bryce Dickinson there in 4th, just on the outside of a transfer spot looking in as Shane Yates battles back to the inside here of Ty Dickinson. Side by side at the front of the field as these drivers continue to duke it out around the racetrack. None of these drivers giving up an inch as the top 3 here just need to go single file and pull away from that 84 wide of Bryce Dickinson to work their way into the show here as they round corner number 4. We're going to see 2 more laps left to go. Ty Dickinson trying to hold off a hard-charging Shane Yates as Yates still down low, looking for those big runs here on corner exit and down through the middle of these corners. Ty, though, right there to his outside as Shane Yates gets that white flag as he leads the way down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Cody Olsen right there in 3rd as Shane Yates at a corner number 4 is going to see that checkered flag fly as Ty Dickinson is going to come home in position number 2. Cody Olsen there in 3rd, and unfortunately Bryce Dickinson on the outside looking in here. He's going to have to go do a consolation race, and so isn't everybody else behind him. As we're going to get ready here for, looks like we're going to have 2 consolation races, chat. So 2 consolation races for these drivers, because it looks like the top 6 from each consolation race is going to advance here. So looks like we're going to start 8 drivers here in our first B main of the night. 6 are going to transfer through to the A main. 2 are going to go home. They're going to get parked up onto the trailer, and they're not going to be joining these drivers for the A main feature event as we get a look at our starting lineup. Starting on the pole here for our first B main of the evening. It's the 11 ride of Jordan LaFond. It's outside in the 84 machine. It's the Next Level Racing ride of Bryce Dickinson. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 20R machine, that is Cody Gagliano, and to his outside in the BCR Sim Products number 23, that is Byron Whipperman. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 69 ride, that is Cecil Kirkpatrick. Into his outside in the 7 ride, that is Seth Castle. And bringing up the final row in our first B main of the evening, it's the 08 ride of Mike Haley. Into his outside in that Mobile Auto Care B2T Manufacturing number 17 ride of Jeremy Sutton. 8 drivers, 6 transfer spots into the show here as we get ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and if you're just tuning in over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we get ready to rock and roll here for our first B-main of the night. Quickly, the 11 ride of Jordan LaFond out in front as LaFond trying to run away here with this one. Cody Gagliano quickly up into position number 2 here as he slides his way around Bryce Dickinson after getting a great jump down on the bottom side here on the start of this one. Bryce up into 3rd here with Cecil Kirkpatrick there in position number 4. Seth Castle up into 5th, and Byron Whipperman right there to his outside as these 2 battle side by side here for the 5th and 6th position. That was Jeremy Sutton on the outside looking in here. He needs to pick up 1 more spot as they're 2 almost 3 wide right there in front of them. That's going to leave a lot of open doors here for that 17 ride to maybe work his way into the show. Mike Haley unfortunately having a couple big bumps there going through corner 1 and 2. Going to lose a little bit more time as the 08 ride starting to slide back ever so slightly as here comes Sutton right there to the inside of Byron Whipperman as him and Whipperman battle here. 17 ride making a little bit of contact. Byron getting super loose there at a corner number 4. He's going to go around here. No caution flag on the racetrack as Byron Whipperman pointed the wrong direction here. Parked down in the infield here. Looks like we're going to stay clean and green as he's going to get that car down pit side. An unfortunate break there for Byron Whipperman as he was looking to try and work his way into the show. That little bit of contact between him and Jeremy Sutton is going to put an end to his night as Cody Gagliano jumps up and takes this lead away from Jordan LaFon as LaFon back into position number 2. Bryce Dickinson there in third. Cecil Kirkpatrick, Steph Castle, and Jeremy Sutton currently in that final transfer spot into the A main here. Mike Haley a little ways back behind him there, about a second and a half behind that 6th and final transfer spot is the 08 ride. The 20R of Cody Gagliano out in front, looking to have a great show here in this one as he looks to try and pick up this first B main win and lock himself into the show here. Jordan LaFon right there behind him, still in that House of Speed number 11 ride. There in position number 2, Bryce Dickinson there in third. Cecil Kirkpatrick and Seth Castle battle side by side for 4th and 5th on the racetrack. As we're going to see that white flag fly here one more time around for the 20R ride of Cody Gagliano. Gagliano down through corner number 3 and out of corner number flag is going to see that checkered flag, and he is going to pick up B main win number 1. So Cody Gagliano, Jordan LaFon, Bryce Dickinson, Cecil Kirkpatrick, Seth Castle, and Jeremy Sutton all working their way into the show. As we're going to get ready here for B main number 2. B main number 2 about to get underway here. I do believe we are going to take the top 6 drivers here once again. That means 6 drivers are going to make it into the A main. 6 drivers are unfortunately going to go home early here tonight. Starting on the pole here in B main number 2, it's the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn to his outside in the 214. That is Stephen Lindo. Starting inside of row number 2 in that 22 machine, that is Matt Brunner into his outside. In that 124 machine, that is Joshua Blakely. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 007 ride, that is Samuel Bachman into his outside. In the 002, that is Clifford Bellamy. Bringing up the final row here in B main number 1. This is the 4 ride of Matthew Edicott in the 99 ride of Greg Abrams. Bringing up the rear of the field there in that Bang Energy 099. So 8 more drivers, 6 more transfer spots up for grabs here as we get ready to set these drivers loose. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to crank it up here on this start. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up. As that caution flag is going to fly here. Caution flag number 1 on the evening coming out. We're going to take a look back and see what happens here. Our first caution flag of the evening is, it looks like Joshua Blakely unfortunately going to go around here in the 124 ride. Matthew Edicott going to get a piece of that one as well. Oh, Edicott coming up the racetrack right into the 124 ride. Wowzers. Absolutely body slammed, absolutely takes down that 124. Nowhere to go for Blakely. Couldn't even see that one coming. Matthew Edicott, unfortunately, up on his side there. Going to have to take that ride down pit side as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. The green flag back out in the air. Green flag back out in the air here for the 8th ride of Jeremy Vaughn. Jeremy Bond leads the way here. The 22 rider Matt Brunner there in second. Stephen Lindeau in position at number 3. See Clifford Bellamy and the rest of the field here as we're going to quickly make sure we get this set. Nope. Stephen Lindeau there in third. Clifford Bellamy there to his inside, trying to take that third spot away. Samuel Bachman there in position number 5 in that 007 run. In that 6th and final transfer spot, it's the 124 machine of Joshua Blakely holding on to that final transfer spot into the A main. Greg Abrams right there behind him though in that 099 ride with 2 more laps left to go here in this B main. 6 drivers are going to transfer through. 1 more, unfortunately, not going to work their way into the show. Out of corner number 4, we're going to see the white flag fly here. 1 more time around for Jeremy Vaughn. It's Vaughn out in front, down the backstretch, into corner number 3, and out of corner number 4, all by himself. He is going to pick up the B main win number 2 here in this one. Matt Brunner, Stephen Lindeau, Clifford Bellamy, Samuel Bachman, and Joshua Blakely are going to work their way into the show here as they are all going to transfer through to the A main feature event. As we're going to get a quick warm-up session here. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack and get some good laps in here. They're going to make sure they got the right setups in. They're going to make sure that their cars are set up and ready to rock and roll here for this feature event. All right, chat, we're going to quickly just adjust a couple graphic settings here. Perfect, chat. That's what we want to see. It's night out. We got to make this a little bit brighter out there on the racetrack. Drivers all out here getting some laps in. We see 17 cars already out onto the racetrack trying to get some laps in here, working on their setups, making sure they got the right setup in, making sure they got these cars absolutely tuned to perfection, making sure they got the right amount of gasoline in these things, getting ready for this A main feature event in just a few more moments as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Anthony Karp coming in with that light, and the Sheriff Brett Taylor coming in with that light. Joshua Holden coming in with that light on the stream. Nick Waka coming in with that light as well. Kyle Weisenberger coming in with that light. Jordan LaFon coming in smashing that light as well. Peggy Hargraves Clark coming in smashing that light. Cody Gagliano with the like and the share as well. Talon Willis coming in with that like again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. No more crank it up sessions. Always crank it up sessions, Ty. Always crank it up sessions. You guys just need to quit wrecking, okay? You guys just need to quit wrecking. You know, Tasha, my girl Tasha in here, cheering on Mr. Well, she's cheering on a lot of those NLR boys. You know, she's always cheering on those guys. Michael Dickinson cheering on Brycey Bear. Great race with Shane Yates in that heat. That was a great race there between you and Shane, Ty. That's a heck of a battle, a heck of a run there, man. A lot of good battles, a lot of good racing. That 84 has the juice. It's got the juice. It's got the juice. All right, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our A main feature event here in a few more moments. right, ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our A main feature event. As these drivers get loaded into the sim, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here for 50 laps of racing action around Limaland Motorsports Park. And leading us down to the green flag in the 69K machine, that is Keith Hackney. To his outside in the 09 ride, that is Joshua Ely. And starting inside of row number 2 in the 11 ride, it's the Premier Racing Setups number 11 of Shane Yates. To his outside in that next level racing machine, that is the 21C of Charles Barnes. And then starting inside of row number 3 in the 06, that is Colby Ely. To his outside in the 2 ride, that is Ty Dickinson. Starting in position number 7 in the 71H ride, that is William Hargraves in that Dirt Panda number 71H. There in position number 7 to his outside in the Peacemaker Gaming B2D Manufacturing number 57, that is Christian Devine. You see Cody Gagliano in the 20R ride, and Jeremy Vaughn, the Iceman, rounding out our top 10 as Jordan LaFawn, Matt Brunner, Bryce Dickinson, Stephen Lando, Cecil Kirkpatrick, Clifford Bellamy, Seth Capsule, Samuel Bachman, Jeremy Sutton, and Josh Blakely round out our field as we're going to add all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are green flag racing here from Limaland Motorsports Park. And already we got a couple of drivers coming together, and the caution flag coming out quickly here in this one. Caution flag coming out. We saw a couple drivers unfortunately going upside down here in corner number 1. We're going to take a look back and see what happens here. We're going to take a look back and see what happens. Keep an eye on the 22 ride. Matt Runner, as he's going to send it in here, make some contact there with Jeremy Vaughn. Everyone kind of just getting jumbled up there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Brunner sends it in there a little bit deeper than what the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn does. Just enough to kind of get woed up. And you see that 214 ride getting into the back end, sending him a little sideways there, but these drivers getting checked up on the racetrack, getting kind of pointed in the wrong direction there was enough for the officials to throw that caution flag as they were all beating and banging there in corner number 1. As we're going to stack them back up, and we're going to try it again as we're going to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air. Keith Hackney leading the way here in the 69K ride as he looks to clear the high side here and maybe move up the racetrack. But no, he's going to stick it right down on the bottom side here. As he's just out in front, he's going to lead lap number 1 here as these drivers continue to beat and bang behind him. Shane Yates now trying to jump up there and take that second spot away from Joshua Ely as they're side by side for position number 2. Charles Barnes right there behind him in some contact back here. Cody Gagliano having some issues. They're still stacking up. Bryce Dickinson in the middle of it. Somehow we have not seen a caution flag or a car go around there. These guys really beating and banging throughout this field, battling for every position they can out on the racetrack. They're all beating and banging here in this one. Keith Hackney out in front though, leading the way. Joshua Ely right there in second is now Yates. Under attack here from the 21 right of Charles Barnes as it looks like the middle side of the racetrack maybe coming in a little bit better than the bottom side there as Yates is going to slide back to position number 4. William Hargraves up into 5th as he works his way around Colby Ely. Christian Devine there in 7th. Jeremy Vaughn there in 8th. That's Ty Dickinson right in the middle there. Ty going to jump up and try to take that 8th position away from Jeremy Vaughn as he gets a little contact there from Jordan LaFawn. We're going to get the caution flag out here in this one. Is the caution flag coming out for the second time here in our A main feature event rather quickly in this one, as it looks like Joshua Blakely and Matt Brunner having some issues here. We're going to take a look back and see what happens. Blakely in that white, yellow, and blue ride on the high side here. He's going to get up into that outside wall. The car's going to get up a little bit airborne, go around, nowhere to go for the 22 ride. of Matt Brunner as he drives right into the side of him, as we're going to jump right on board here with the 22 ride of Matt Brunner and see what he sees going down through corner number 1 and 2, and then just a 124 ride, unfortunately, pointed the wrong direction there at a corner number 2 and nowhere to go for the 22 ride. You get some heavy damage there, but we're going to stack them back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Now that the track is cleared, that official iRacing pace truck has the lights turned off, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as we are green flag racing here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Quickly, Keith Hackney up on the high side here, looking for a big run as he looks to lead the way here and continue to pull away from the rest of the field. Joshua Ely right there in second. Charles Barnes and Shane Yates now battle here for that second spot as Yates gets up into the wall just ever so slightly after a little bit of contact with Joshua Ely, as these drivers all running a lot of different lines out here on the racetrack. You see Charles Barnes way down to the bottom side. He's going to slide up in front of the 09 ride. Joshua Ely's going to cross him back over. He's going to slide back in front of that 21C ride. As these guys almost going 3 wide, as William Hargraves is right there in the mix of things now, as Hargraves trying to jump up into this battle for position number 2. Shane Yates is right there, ready to pounce as well as the 11 ride. Gonna try to look to make it 3 wide there as he looks to split the middle between Hargraves and Ely, as Charles Barnes jumps up and takes position number 2 away. And he's gonna try to reel in his teammate, that 69K rider, Hackney out in front here and continuing to pull away ever so slightly as he's out to about a 1.5 second lead now over Charles Barnes, Joshua Ely, William Hargraves, and Shane Yates. As ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna crank it up. Crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're gonna crank it up here at Peacemaker Gaming. We're going to crank it up caution flag here. The crank it up caution flag coming out. Happens every time. Happens every time, chat. I can't think of a time where that probably hasn't happened, as we're going to take a look back and see what brings out our 3rd caution flag of the evening. Looks like Colby Ely in the 06 ride. Colby was having such a great run just on the outside of a top 5 here. He's going to get back into the back of William Hargraves. He's going to shove the front nose up into the outside wall. He's going to lose all of his momentum. The 002 rider Clifford Bellamy drives into him and sends him through the air there for a violent flip there. The 06 ride. Great move by Jordan LaFon just to avoid that 06 ride, but unfortunately Clifford Bellamy could not get down and out of the way there. A tough break there for Colby Ely, as we're going to see if we can get a bit of a ride on board here with Mr. Where is Clifford Bellamy? There he is. Trying to find him here on the racetrack. Oh no. Clifford blinking here a little bit. We can't get a good look at him. See if we can play that back just a little bit here.
Green.
Alright, so there we go. We'll see that 002 ride get right into the rear end there of the 06 machine. We're going to go back to green flag racing, and we're going to continue with our crank it up. So crank up that volume and cheer your favorite driver on.
Boys is trying to get a drink chat. Oh my God.
All right, it's the caution flag coming back out here once again. The fourth caution flag of the evening. A little bit of cautions, breeding cautions here on this restart. Saw Bryce Dickinson get collected in that one. We saw the 57 ride of Christian Devine getting bumped around quite a bit. We'll take a look back and see what happens as everyone was just stacking up here. You see the 11 ride of Jordan LaFawn, the 57 there up on the high side. Almost making contact with the inside wall. 3, 4, 5 wide there, nowhere to go, and unfortunately there for the 84 ride, he's the one driver that goes around. And a tough break there for Bryce Dickinson as he gets spun around there. He's going to have to restart deep in the field here in this one. We got these drivers lined back up, stacked back up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Keith Hackney still out in front here. Charles Barnes there in second. Shane Yates in third. Joshua Ely, William Hargraves, Ty Dickinson, Christian Devine, Cody Gagliano, Jordan LaFawn, and Jeremy Vaughn rounding out our top 10 as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. These drivers looking to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Keith Hackney waiting for that green flag here as we are green flag racing here once again as we're at lap number 20 of 50 and we got 30 more laps left to go. Keith Hackney quickly out in front up to that high side there trying to block his teammate in that 21C ride of Charles Barnes as Barnes up there on the high side here, also looking for a good run, trying to find a way to get around that 69K ride. Shane Yates up into third here. Yates in that Premier Racing setup ride, having a great run, and here comes Ty Dickinson. Ty Dickinson up on the high side, looking to clear the 71H for William Hargraves and try to work his way inside to the top 5 here. He's going to leave the high side open just ever so slightly, just barely clears the nose of the 20R of Cody Gagliano as Cody was right there ready to pounce, but the caution flag is going to come back out here in this one. It looks like Seth Castle and Bryce Dickinson coming together here. Seth, I think, gets up into the outside wall just a little bit right there, then kind of just digs in right there. Nowhere to go for Bryce Dickinson. Looked like Samuel Bachman maybe getting a little piece of that one as well. Actually, it was the 06. Colby Ely getting a piece of that one. Bryce Dickinson, unfortunately, some tough luck here so far in this one as he heads down into corner number 1. The 7 ride gets up into that outside wall and then just really gets stuck right there, stopped on the racetrack, nowhere to go. That 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson and a tough break and another hard lick there for that 84 machine. All right, as we got these drivers lined back up, stacked back up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air here for Keith Hackney as Hackney leads the way here. Once again, another perfect restart out of that 69K machine as he continues to lead the way, continuing to try to pull away more and more and more here. Drivers mixing it up, slicing and dicing it all the way around. Behind him here is now William Hargraves up to the high side here. He's looking to try to clear the 11 ride of Shane Yates as Yates finally jumps up to the high side here, but he loses position number 3 to Joshua Ely as Ely up into position number 3. These guys continue to duke it out at the front of the field. Keith Hackney still has his rear view mirror full of Charles Barnes as Barnes is right there on his back bumper, trying to find a way to get around that 69K. Charles Barnes just waiting for a mistake, waiting for a time where he might be able to throw it in there, make a big slide job work, maybe give him a little bit of a front bumper, get that 69K ride loose as Griff Hackney machine, that Papa Mike Promotions NH Lens. Elite Performance Industries ride out in front, continuing to lead the way as we get another caution flag. See the 6th ride of Cody Olson there stopped in corner number 1 and 2 as we're going to take a look back and see what happens here as caution flag number, I feel like caution flag number 5? Could be wrong. We'll take a look here. It is that green and black ride, the 6 machine here. Right, Steven Lindau gets into a little bit of trouble there. 6 ride having to get checked up, doesn't get checked up in time, drives into the back of him, and then really cracks that car loose. Right there, spins that car completely around. Nowhere to go for Josh Blakely. Jeremy Sutton getting a piece of that one. Colby Ely again getting another chunk of change there in that one. We're going to stack these drivers back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here once again as these laps continue to click off. Lap by lap by lap, we're going to see these drivers build the intensity up more and more and more as all these drivers getting real antsy at the front of the field. We're going to have to start seeing some big moves out of some of these drivers if they want to try to get a jump on that 69K ride to try and pick up the checkered flag. All right, as we are back to green flag racing here in this one, the green flag back out in the air here once again. Quickly, Keith Hackney leading the way here up on the high side. He's still got his teammate of Charles Barnes right there on his back bumper as these two continue to hit these restarts absolutely perfectly out on the racetrack. As Charles Barnes trying to find a way to get around that 69K ride, as this is a very top-dominant racetrack. You see one driver down on the bottom side. It's the 09 ride of Colby Ely, or actually that's Joshua Ely, down low on the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to find something, a different line than what these leaders are running, trying to find an extra group, trying to find some extra speed as the caution flag is going to come back out here once again. Caution flag coming back out as we'll take a look back and see what happens as it's like Jeremy Sutton and Colby Ely coming together here. Jeremy Sutton in the 17 right up on the high side. Looks like a little bit of three-wide battling there. Seth Castle gets collected in that one as well, but around goes the 17 of Jeremy Sutton and that 06 ride of Colby Ely. Both of these guys are going to go around after a good three-wide battle there at a corner number 2. Doesn't quite work out the way they wanted it to. The 6 run getting a piece of that one. Matt Brunner getting a piece there as well. Tough break for both of those drivers, and we're going to have to stack the field back up here side by side at the front of the field once again. Charles Barnes going to try to find a good jump here, trying to find a way to stay up on that high side and clear that 69K ride, keep him there to his inside, and being able to get a good run here at a corner number 2 is exactly what he's going to look for as we are back to green flag racing. Hackney playing a little bit of mind games there, getting a little bit of a later jump than what he normally takes. Normally fires a little bit early, but that's exactly what the 21C ride needed as he slides up there, just barely staying to the outside of the 69K ride. Now Charles Barnes, that preferred line, going to try to keep the 69K at bay here. Now he's going to cross him over as Keith Hackney goes for the slide job there, 1 and 2. Here comes Charles Barnes with the slide job in corner number 3 and 4. There, 3, almost 4 wide. Charles Barnes up into the outside wall. He's going to go upside down. Jeremy Vaughn, his teammate, right into the side of him there. Nowhere to go for Jeremy Vaughn, and heartbreak for the 21C ride of Charles Barnes as he goes from hero to 0 there in a split second as the 21C ride tries to battle for the lead. Goes for that big slider, gets up into the outside wall as they go about 4 wide at a corner number 4. Unfortunately, Charles Barnes gets the worst end of that deal, goes upside down, goes airborne here after hard contact with the outside wall as they're 4 wide right there, almost 5 wide with the 71 ride there on the bottom side of the racetrack. And you see this little bit of contact right here by the 09 ride up into Keith Hackney, which kind of just hits the front end of Charles Barnes up into that outside wall. That front tire really climbs the outside wall there, gets him up in the air, spins him around here, then nowhere to go. His teammate Jeremy Vaughn right there smashes into the side of him. Steven Lindau getting a piece of that one as well. And heartbreak for Charles Barnes. He was looking to have a great run here tonight, trying to pick up a checkered flag, now parked down pit side. with some heavy repairs to be made to that 21C machine. Keith Hackney, though, out in front. He's got Joshua Ely there to his outside. Christian Devine, Shane Yates, Cody Gagliano, William Hargraves, Ty Dickinson, Jeremy Vaughn, Jordan LaFawn, and Stephen Lindau rounding out our top 10 as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys think that 69K ride can hold off the rest of the field, or does he pick up another checkered flag here tonight, or does one of these other drivers get back around him? Have to wait and find out here. We're going to get another lap here, another caution flag coming out as 17 rider Jeremy Sutton getting the wave around. Charles Barnes jumping back out onto the racetrack here, so good to see Barnes back out onto the track. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here. I do believe this time by the green flag back out in the air here for the 69K of Keith Hackney. Hackney quickly jumping up to the high side of the racetrack as here comes Shane Yates in the 09 ride of Joshua Ely as Ely down low on the bottom side here. Ely trying to find something different, trying to find a different lane, trying to work his way around that 69K ride. And here comes Christian Devine with a great ride. Devine now up into position number 4 as he's got Cody Gagliano and William Hargraves right there behind him. Jordan LaFawn through the middle of the racetrack there. He's worked his way now up into 7th as he's passed the 8th ride of Jeremy Vaughn and the 2 of Ty Dickinson. As LaFawn trying to work his way up into the top 5. Keith Hackney continues to lead the way here in that 69K machine. Hackney out in front, picture perfect here once again in this one. Joshua Ely there in second, Shane Yates in third. They battle back here for that 4th position. The 20R ride, that Papa Mike Promotions Next Level Racing machine of Cody Gagliano trying to jump up and snag that 4th position away. He battles to the inside here. He's got the 71H ride of William Hargraves right there as well. The House of Speed number 11 ride of Jordan LaFawn there in 7th. Also trying to jump into this fun and into this battle here for that 4th position on the racetrack. Jeremy Vaughn, Ty Dickinson, and Stephen Lindau rounding out our top 10. Then we see Clifford Bellamy, Samuel Bachman, Cecil Kirkpatrick, Seth Castle. As we're going to see the caution flag come out here as the 11th ride of Jordan LaFawn spun around there. A few drivers getting collected in that one. You see Cecil Kirkpatrick with a bunch of damage there. So unfortunately not getting checked up in time there after the caution flag has already been thrown, in a tough break for the 69 as he gets collected there. Jordan LaFawn down the bottom side of the racetrack here. Oh, looks like a little bit of contact there from William Hargraves into the rear end. We're going to play this back just a little bit. We're going to break this one down as you see the 57 ride up on the far left-hand side there. He's going to get a little bit of a shove here from the 71H of William Hargraves. That's going to send the 57 ride down the racetrack into the right rear quarter panel of Jordan LaFawn, which is going to spin him into the outside wall. You see the 71H ride already expecting it into the outside wall himself. But Jordan LaFawn spun around there in front of the field. Contact there for Jeremy Vaughn. The 71H ride getting into the outside wall. And then here comes Cecil Kirkpatrick just trying to avoid it and gets a big lick right there as he backs that 69K ride down into corner number 3 with some heavy damage. A tough break for himself and a tough break for Jordan LaFawn as well. LaFawn still out on the racetrack. 69K ride unfortunately parked down pit side as Cecil Kirkpatrick with quite a bit of damage there on the track. We're going to get these drivers stacked back up and we're going to go back to green flag racing. Keith Hackney out in front. Joshua Ely there in position number 2. But a great restart out of the 69K of Keith Hackney. Is Hackney out in front with 10 more laps left to go. 10 more laps here for the 69K of Keith Hackney as he looks to pick up yet again another checkered flag. Joshua Ely right there in second, but he's got Shane Yates down to his inside as Yates tries to take that second spot away from the 09 machine. And here comes Cody Gagliano up on the high side. Cody Gagliano's worked his way through a lot of drivers. This is that Papa Mike Promotions number 20R ride. Has worked his way up inside the top 5. And he's not done yet. He's right there on the back bumper of Joshua Ely trying to jump into the top 3 and park that 20-yard wide down here on the podium. Keith Hackney continues to lead the way, the beating and banging non-stop behind him, as it's the NLR number 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn now working his way around the 57 of Christian Devine as Devine back into position number 6 and now under fire from Ty Dickinson as Ty Dickinson there in 7th. Looking to try to join the top 5 here in this one. Looking for some good runs right through the middle of the racetrack, right through the slick stuff here in this one. Samuel Bachman and Stephen Lindo side by side there for 8th and 9th on the racetrack. And then there's a little contact. Around goes Clifford Bellamy down pit side, but the caution flag is going to fly. The 002 ride going around, and the caution flag late in this one is gonna come out here, and that's the last thing Keith Hackney wanted to see, is that's gonna bring Shane Yates, Joshua Ely, Jeremy Vaughn, and I do believe Cody Gagliano right there to his back bumper. We'll take a look and see what happens here again as 002 ride right there sideways on the racetrack. That's what brings out the caution flag. He sends it in here. Just looks like a little bit of a nudge right there from the NLR number 21 C ride of Charles Barnes. Nowhere to go there for the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson as he helps him go around the rest of the way there. We'll take a look right on board here with Bryce Dickinson. That was a close one there for that Hot Lap Heroes number 002 ride of Clifford Bellamy as he almost went upside down. Tough break there, but we're going to stack these drivers back up and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Keith Hackney out in front with single file restarts here. Single file restarts at the front of the field as we are Green Flag Racing here once again in another perfect restart for Keith Hackney as Hackney out in front. Trying to pick up yet again another checkered flag. It's the caution flag going to come back out here before these drivers can get it all done here in this one. Another late race caution flag coming out. And the last thing that the 69K ride wanted to see is that ride had another great restart there. An unfortunate break for Keith Hackney as he's going to have to try to do that one all over again as we're going to take a look back and see what brings out. I don't even know what caution flag we're on to now, Chad. I don't even know what we're on to now as it looks like Charles Barnes, Cecil Kirkpatrick, and Jeremy Sutton all coming together here deep in the field in this one. Charles again just slides it in there a little bit deeper than the 17 ride did. Sutton maybe getting onto the binders a little bit more than what Charles Barnes was expecting there. They make a little bit of contact. Didn't take long for our leaders to get right there on their back bumper. Cecil Kirkpatrick getting collected in that one, and as Charles Barnes gets looped back around, our leaders come right there behind him as rather quickly they catch that rear of the field, and we're going to stack them back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here once again as the green flag going to come back out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow or subscribe button as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. Keith Hackney with the green flag back out in the air. He's trying to get it done here with 2 more laps left to go. Shane Yates and Joshua Ely trying to track him down as Keith Hackney looking to go clean and green here once again for another race in the Great White North Series as here he is picking up that white flag one more time down the backstretch for Keith Hackney into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Yates can't get there as Keith Hackney is going to pick up yet again another checkered flag here in the Great White North 358 Modified Series at Elite Performance Industries. Papa Mike Promotions, NH Lens 69K rider Keith Hackney getting it done here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags fly as Keith Hackney picks up yet again another checkered flag. You see some of his next level racing teammates coming up, giving him some congratulations, cheering him on. You see Ty Dickinson and Bryce Dickinson going by. You see the 06 ride of Colby Ely cheering on his brother there. Joshua Ely coming home in position number 3 as Shane Yates there in second. Joshua Ely there in position number 3, rounding out our top 3 finishers here tonight in this one as we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth. Pull in our race winner, that 69K ride of Keith Hackney. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags fly here as Keith picking up yet again another checkered flag in this one. And another wicked win here for that 69K ride. All right, we're just waiting for these drivers to jump up into the waiting room here as we'll pull our top 3 in for some post-race interviews here. Ladies and gentlemen, what a show, what a race that these drivers put on for us, man. That was a heck of a race, a heck of a battle all around this racetrack. You can see that Premier Racing Setups number 11 ride of Shane Yates coming home in position number 2 there on the racetrack. Waiting patiently here for his post-race interview down pit side as we're going to pull our race winner into the Discord here in a few more seconds. Finally, that car shuts off. That sounds a little bit better. That sounds a little bit better. Can't say enough about DWR, JRE Racing, and NLR. Papa Mike, one proud sponsor. I love to see that. I love to see that, Papa Mike. Tasha coming in with the checkered flags. What is good, Tasha? What is good, my girl? Showing that love. Susie Dickinson, Jeff Dickinson, Michael Dickinson, all coming in with that checkered flags as well. Go get them, Ty. DWR, baby. Jim cheering on that number 2 ride of Ty Dickinson, having a great run. Pete says, dang it, dang it. Yeah, dang it. Jordan was having a great run, though, man. He was having a great run out there on the racetrack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our feature winner here into the Discord for his post-race interview. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time here for our feature winner, the 69K ride of Keith Hackney. We're going to pull Keith up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, another checkered flag, another race win as that 69K ride is dang near impossible to beat as that number 69 ride. Picking up another checkered flag here in the Great White North.
Let's go!
358 Modified Series, and here you are up in the broadcast booth once again. Keith, how'd you get it done here tonight, man? And, how does it feel to pick up yet again another checkered flag? You're off to a heck of a start here in this one.
Man, I love Limaland, man. Like I say it every time we come here, man. I just love this track. I've got a lot of laps around here and stuff like that. As far as the way how the night went, to be expected from myself. Just because I'm comfortable here. Quick time, won the heat with Charles right there, and me and I pulled away from everybody right there at one point with them racing, and I was comfortable. And then, when you got your teammates right there, it's going to be close. And he threw a slider on me after I threw a slider on him, and I crossed him back over. And for some reason, I'm talking about we slightly touched, and it sent him to the wall. And I didn't think I hit him that hard, which I didn't. Well, obviously, I went back and watched the replay, and I was just like, man, I feel so bad because, hell, it's been me and him for the most part, up to this point. And that's not how I want to win them. I want to win them just by just racing hard and stuff like that. So it sucks. I thought about just going to the rear, but, I'm not the admin and they make the calls. So we just follow suit, and we just try to do the best we can do on the track. And it was like I say, a good night. Everybody made it in tonight. We was short a couple guys tonight, so that's always a plus. And I have no idea where we go next week. This is getting a little bit tougher here and there about every week. So we'll take them how we can get them, how they come, and just move on to next week.
Absolutely, my boy. That's all you can do, and I'm sure next week you'll be a threat up here at the front of the field once again as that 69K ride. Always so fast. Pretty much any racetrack we go to is keep you get it done here again tonight. And as you said, you make that little bit of contact there with your teammate Charles Barnes, which got him up into the outside wall. But really, I, I don't think they gave you an EOL or anything there because it was just a racing deal. You guys kind of just ran out of room as you guys were at one point through corner 3 and 4 there. You guys were almost 4, 5 wide there as you had Ely there to your inside and the 71H right there as well, and a couple other cars were right there trying to throw it into the mix. So you guys kind of just ran out of room there. An unfortunate break for for Charles getting up into the outside wall there, and a tough break for him. But, man, at the end of the day, you did exactly what you needed to do. You hold all these drivers at bay. You lead all these laps and keep these drivers behind you, and you pick up yet again another checkered flag. Who do you got to thank for such a strong performance here tonight?
Oh man, everybody, all the guys that continue to show up week in, week out, in the league. All the guys on NLR. Like like I say, man, I get more and more proud. Every week we run, I feel like it's just like I said in other broadcasts, proud dad moment. Just seeing everybody starting to succeed more and more, and that's all we could ever possible want for the guys who don't have a ton of experience. So and all the guys in the league that don't have a ton of experience, man, you just keep on going. It's going to get there, I promise you. But other than that, NH Lens, Custom Cabin Spec Keith, Leap Performance, Dominator Designs, um, you for doing you as always, tying them for putting this on, Papa Mike, and shout out to the main woman in charge here, Tasha. I think she was tuned in tonight, so can't thank her enough for that to support me while I'd spend countless hours on this thing, and just moving on to next week, man.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on picking up the checkered flag here tonight, my dude. A wicked run, a wicked race, and a huge congratulations on picking up yet again another checkered flag in your historic dirt iRacing career.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night, and don't party too hard down there in Victory Lane.
I'll try not to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Keith Hackney's Hackney picking up the checkered flag here in this one. A great run and a great drive here tonight for that 69K machine as he comes home in position number 1. We're going to pull in our second place finisher, though. Still out there on the racetrack. It's the 11 ride of Shane Yates as Yates coming home in position number 2 here tonight. A good run and a great drive as he was up there battling all night long with all these drivers beating and banging and battling throughout this one as we're going to pull that number 11 machine up here into the broadcast booth. Hey Shane, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Shane, my boy, what a run, what a drive, man. It looked like you guys were having a blast out there on the racetrack as you guys were mixing it up, going 2, 3, 4 wide, throwing sliders and crossovers all throughout this race as it looked like the track really opened up pretty quickly and gave you guys a lot of room to move around and work around this racetrack as you guys all battled so tight and so close up there at the front of the field, man. You guys put on a great show here for us, and at the end of it, you come across the start-finish line in position number 2, one spot short of the checkered flag, man, but it's got to feel pretty good being, right there behind the leader and holding all these other wicked drivers at bay in this one.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough, especially, start beside all them guys and Keith in front of you. Keith is one hard dude to pass. He's always consistent. If he messes up, it's hardly ever. So, I knew that I had to be consistent to keep up. Once I made it up to second, I feel like sometimes I feel like I was faster than him and I had a chance, but the cautions kept coming out. But it's hard to tell, man. You get right up on somebody, they're just as fast as you are. It's hard to pass them.
Absolutely, man. Very hard place to pass here in this racetrack, and I mean, with how slick this racetrack really gets, it really makes it that much harder to be able to try to make those passes work, and being able to slip and slide around the track, and one little nudge, one little mistake, 1 inch too deep, or not deep enough can spin you around in a quick hurry or break that traction, and all of a sudden you get steamrolled by 3 or 4 different drivers that get around you as everyone battling so tight out there on the racetrack. Really made it for some tough racing here tonight.
Oh yeah, it does, man. and it was mostly top dominant until the last, I'd say 7 or 8 laps. I could use the bottom and find some speed in 1 and 2, and then you'd have to go back to top 3 and 4 to keep your speed up. So I found some speed there at the end, but I don't think, the cautions played a big factor in that, trying to even do anything.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Shane, a great run and a great drive here tonight for that Premier Racing Setups machine. Who do you got to thank here tonight for such a solid run and another podium finish here in this one?
Thank my team, Premier Racing Setups, Flood Drive. I want to thank you for broadcasting it, and Ty and them for putting the league on.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Shane, congrats on the second place run, my boy. Hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next Sunday. Maybe one spot better. Maybe we'll see that 11 ride in Cedar Lake, Victory Lane, as that's the next racetrack we head to.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Cedar Lake. Next time, maybe I'll be able to get in here and, what hurt me the most is not even practicing. I just jumped in here and qualified. Qualifying wasn't that good. So hopefully next time I can do a little bit better.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, we look forward to seeing you next Sunday and hopefully seeing you back up here in the broadcast booth.
All right, man. See you, bud.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 11 ride of Shane Yates, as Yates coming home in position number 2 here tonight, man. A great run and a great drive for that 11 machine as he comes home in that second spot, as we're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher now. The 09 ride of Josh Ely, is Ely coming home in position number 3 here. A great run and a great drive as we see Tasha, my girl Tasha Klingman, coming in, smashing that heart reaction. Colby Ely coming in with that like as well. What is good, Colby? What is good, Tasha? Bryce says, shout out to Ty for sabotaging my car and placing them damn magnets in my car tonight. I know. I was thinking that, Bryce, man. You were bouncing around there quite often. Your car was getting a little bit beat up. Susie coming in saying, awesome job again, Aaron. You're the best. I love it. Love to see it, Susie. Love to see it, my girl. Love to see you in here cheering on the boys, cheering us on, and everything else. Is always love seeing you guys up in the chat. Tony coming in, give me the reminder that we're at Cedar Lake next week, so that's going to be fun. That's going to definitely be fun. Jordan says, thanks for the broadcast, my boy. Good race, boys. Shit happens. Shit does happen. It does happen.
Let's go!
Curtis, my boy, you can get in on these races. Just join our Discords. We got a couple different ones. If you want, shoot me a message. I can give you the details, and you can jump into the Discords. That's where you can usually find most of the sign-ups and everything else for a lot of these modifieds or any of the series that we put on ourselves. A lot of the other ones that we don't put on ourselves or that are part of, the Great White North series, we actually end up putting on to my page or throughout, the Peacemaker group page where everyone can post and comment and do stuff. So it'll be over there. Good run, Shane, says Steve. Steve coming in with the like as well. Saying good run to Shane. Shane with a great run, man. A good, solid second place finish there for that Premier Racing Setups ride. Aaron is like the second best broadcaster I know. The second best. What the... Who the behind Peacemaker? Okay. See, I see what you did there. Bryce D. Bear. You saved yourself on that one. Great run, top 3. Congrats, Keith, Shane, and Ely on that top 3. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our third place finisher now up into the broadcast booth. It is that number 09 ride of Joshua Ely coming home in position number 3 here tonight, as we're going to pull him up here for his post-race interview. Hey, Josh, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Not much, my dude. What a run and what a drive. That 09 ride looked very, very hooked up here tonight, man, but a lot of stiff competition right there all around you all night long, as we saw you having to, beat and bang and battle throughout this one. We saw a lot of good drivers all around you here. We saw you up on the high side, on the bottom side, in the middle of the racetrack, trying to work your way, up to the back bumper of Keith Hackney. Then we saw you fall back a little bit. We saw you come back, and it was a lot of back and forth. There was so much good competition. One little mistake or one missed entry or something like that could send you back 2 or 3 spots. But we saw you for most of the night up there inside the top 5, and here you are crossing the start-finish line in position number 3 here tonight, man. Take us back through that race and tell us how you got it done as you come home in position number 3 here in this one.
Yeah, the track was racy everywhere. At the, first half of the race, it was all about position of where you started, high side, low side. High side was pretty dominant. You can get pretty good runs. Go ahead and grab third. Caution come out. You'd swap with the guy that was behind you, and same thing. So I just went to searching on the track the best I could. I found the bottom was fast, but it didn't have enough momentum coming out the corner to be able to slide up in front of third place per se, and or the person in front of me. And it was just really just searching all night. Once I found where I like to run, it was everybody else then found where they like to run too. So
Absolutely, man. That was the biggest challenge, trying to figure out certain lines and where you were most comfortable out there on the racetrack, and then obviously you had to pick and choose when you could use it and when thought was the right time to start making moves to try to slide around different people and different cars out there on the racetrack, and trying to hit those restarts perfectly, as we had quite a few restarts, a few wrecks here and there, which really bunch everyone back together again, where as you said, you wouldn't have that bottom side when you wanted it, or you'd be up on the high side when you want to be down low, or vice versa, and really mixed up how people had to drive to this racetrack, which made it very, very exciting, as guys were not right where they were most comfortable, and kind of mixed things up and made it very, very exciting out there on the racetrack.
oh yeah, for sure, man. It was really good racing up front. I mean, I think hell at one point in time we were four wide. I hate that teammate uh, Mr. Barnes got into the wall there for a little bit, because that was actually just really fun racing. I hadn't had that much fun in a long time. But yeah, 3 and 4 wide running, the sliders. I mean, everything was just great. The track was awesome. The cars were great. You couldn't ask for a better night. I mean, I know there's a little bit less cautions, would have been fine, but all in all, it was a great track.
Absolutely, man. You guys put on a great run and a great show here for us in this one. Josh, who do you got to thank for such a solid performance here tonight in this one?
I gotta start off by thanking my team, Next Level Racing. They put me where I need to be. Milton Meany Design for putting a wrap on the car, even though I know it's just a black car, but he still puts out some badass work. Y'all go get your wrap. 09 Laser Engraving, EPI, Taiwan on Outdoors, Cypress Hearts, 09 Laser Engraving. I think I already said that once. Yeah, I think that's it. you for broadcasting, and Ty and Bryce for putting this thing on.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Josh, congratulations on the third place run, homie. Hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next Sunday. Maybe a couple spots better. Maybe we'll see that 09 ride parked down here in Victory Lane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Beauty, Josh. Have yourself a wonderful night, and congratulations on the third place run.
We appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 09 rider Joshua Ely. Is Ely coming home in position number 3 here tonight in this one, man. A great run and a great job. And as he said, man, there was there was a few caution flags, but we had some good green flag runs there. We saw a lot of great side-by-side battling, drivers knocking the door panels off of each other, man. We saw these guys battling hard out there on the racetrack like we do every single week. We can see the passion and the grind that these drivers put in to continuously put on a good show, trying to work their way up towards the front, trying to pick up these checkered flags, these podium finishes. Even just solid top 10 runs is a struggle for some guys, and they're up there every single week trying to get their way into that top 10, or even just trying to make the show and not go home early. And unfortunately, some drivers didn't make the show here tonight. It would have been nice to get everyone in, but when you got 30, 40 drivers trying to join each race, it's kind of hard to start a main feature with that many cars. So unfortunately, some guys don't make it into the show, but still having a good run and a good night, man. And that's where you improve. That's where you get faster. That's where you learn some new things. And especially when you sit back and watch what those other drivers out there on the racetrack are doing, you can really learn how to work your way around the racetrack, see where the lines are, see when you need to start moving up the racetrack, when you need to start searching around. You can learn a whole lot about what you need to do and how to handle the racetrack. When you watch these guys run, you can really learn where to pick and choose your spots out there on the racetrack, especially if you're in the same situation with like the racetrack getting as slick as it does or whatever else throughout the evening. You can kind of hold that in the memory bank and hold that one in your back pocket to know kind of what you're looking at and what you should be doing in future races. But man, What a great run. What a great race here tonight, man. See, you got two alter egos like me, Bruce and Bryce, Peacemaker and Aaron. Exactly, Bryce, exactly. Registration is closed. No more drivers, unfortunately. Yeah, I figured so, Ty. I figured so, my boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hi, Boo. Awesome broadcast as always. Jeremy, my boy, much love, homie. Much love. Thanks for coming in, my dude. Good race, homie. It looked like you're having a great run. Just unfortunately got collected in there in a few wrecks there for that 8 ride. Unfortunate break there for a couple of those. Still a good run, still a good drive though for that 8 machine. Still coming home in 5th is still a great run, homie. That is still a great run. Still a good run, but I know you would have liked to jump up there and try to get into the top 3, but unfortunately just couldn't quite make it up to the front there. But a solid run still nonetheless for NLR. What is that? 1, 3, 4, and 5? 4 out of the top 5 again, man. That's another great run for Team NLR as well. Another great finish there for those guys. It's showing a lot of speed the last little while, man. Skyler may have to up his bounty on that 69K ride though. He might have to up that. He might have to up that one. Maybe make it a little bit more than $10. Hall and Charles around the track. Laugh out loud. Yeah, exactly. I was like, man, the luck and the chances that it's his own teammate that runs into him and drags him around the racetrack. That was a tough one, Jeremy. That was a tough one, my boy. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Another wicked night of racing action. Another awesome show here by all these drivers. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook and if you're watching over on YouTube. If you're watching on the red site, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well over there as we continue to build more and more over on YouTube Gaming. But unfortunately, we're going to have to call it there on that note as your boy has got to get ready to go to work. So we're going to get ready to go and slave away for another night of fun. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night as we're going to get ready for the Mo Racers League tomorrow evening. Should be another wicked night of racing action. That one will get kicked off a little bit later, probably around 9 o'clock Eastern time when that one gets kicked off. And then Tuesday we got nothing planned for racing, but Tuesday is when that Hogwarts Legacy game comes out, and you gotta know your boy's gonna probably be playing that. We're gonna be playing that Hogwarts Legacy game. We'll probably be jumping on fairly early, exactly whenever it comes out. I think it comes out at noon or something. I'm just gonna take the sacrifice and get like my 2 hours to sleep in between, hopefully 6 and noon. Hopefully I'll try to get a couple hours in between then, and then we'll be up and on for the rest of the night until I gotta go to work, probably playing that game, as I'm sure that's gonna be a pretty crazy, pretty fun game to get out and jump onto and get some games in on. So we're gonna be doing that Tuesday evening. But anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. Hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful night. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a race. What a night of racing action, man. That was a lot of fun. Oh, baby, was it ever fun.